Brazil's president, Jair Bolsonaro, is ruining Chinese President Xi Jinping's vaccine diplomacy dreams. The Xi Jinping administration is making every possible attempt to sell the CoronaVac COVID-19 vaccine developed by China's Sinovac biotech. But there's one problem. No one wants to buy it because of lack of reliability. So China is desperately looking for validation. But Bolsonaro's Brazil is continuously exposing how unreliable the Chinese vaccine is. Last month, Brazilian researchers had said that the COVID-19 vaccine developed by Sinovac had an efficacy of over 50%. But the full data was withheld at the company's request. The officials at Sinovac had then asked Brazilian researchers to delay releasing precise vaccine efficiency data for up to 15 days on the pretext of consolidating data from global trials. The Xi Jinping administration was panicking after Brazilian researchers spoke in terms of 50% plus efficacy. Beijing anyway believes in fudging numbers, and therefore the request for delaying precise data fueled speculation and suspicion about the Chinese vaccine. Last week, Brazilian researchers did say that the CoronaVac vaccine was found to be 78% effective against moderate COVID-19 cases and that it entirely prevented severe cases. But as per Reuters, independent specialists remain skeptic and call for more data from the phase 3 trial of Sinovac's vaccine in Brazil. But now China is facing a fresh setback. A Brazilian news website, UOL, has cited two sources who had seen the CoronaVac test results in Brazil to claim that the Chinese vaccine has a general efficacy below 60%. Meanwhile, Sao Paulo's Butantan Biomedical Center, which has partnered with Sinovac to test and produce the Chinese vaccine in Brazil, has dismissed the report as purely speculative. Medical experts and regulators had, however, criticized what they described as an incomplete disclosure of test results last week. China would have been happy or at least satisfied with the 78% efficacy announced last week. But then Dimas Kovas, director of Butantan Biomedical Center, has said that the ongoing analysis had yielded a new general efficacy in addition to the clinical efficacy announced earlier. So here is the real thing. CoronaVac is not inspiring much faith. The piecemeal disclosure of results from global test studies is creating the suspicion that Chinese vaccine producers are not subject to the same level of public scrutiny as American or European vaccines. China was really desperate for some kind of validation from Brazil. But it seems that Bolsonaro administration is not very generous towards China. Suspicious information about the Chinese vaccine keeps coming out of Brazil, and the Bolsonaro administration has itself been looking for vaccine doses from India. Brazil is thus going to rip apart the Chinese vaccine diplomacy by exposing the Chinese vaccine before the world at large.